Hey folks, Quilliatine here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. We are playing as the Socialist Republic of Brazil, and just taking a look at the world, looks like the Axis have pushed the Allies out of Berlin and back to the coast. I'm starting to wonder, though, so it's interesting that the Axis are doing relatively poorly, if they let that happen, considering the fact that the Allies have been held very busy with some of the extra trouble I'm causing, right? For example, although they did get the Americans into the Allies a little sooner than would normally happen. But part of me is wondering, if I just happen to declare war on the Axis, would the Soviets be able to handle that? I wonder. Diversify the program. Rocket technology. Oh, they're working towards the research slot, which would be damn handy. I don't think I'm going to start it yet, but I could very easily do it when we get over to El Salvador. Yeah, because they are part of the Axis. So I could just go and declare war on them, and that would start a huge war, don't get me wrong. But we want the Comintern to do as well as possible. And at some point, me pulling the trigger might be a great way to get that going on. I don't know. Take a look over here, diplomacy map mode. We have, right, there is the front over here. There's a bit of a front where we're fighting the Allies and the British Raj, although the production, or the infrastructure over here would make it very hard for us to get a lot of troops over there. And we are making some progression in Norway, although not that much. You think the Soviets are pretty big. They should be able to do a lot more. But, oh well. We're going to keep pushing over here. Argentina's on the cusp of capitulating. We don't really only need to get like maybe 1 or 2 extra victory points, which can be done by just trimming some of their holdings in many different ways. Red group, you're really not impressing me with what the hell you're doing. Like, are you guys even... There might be supply shortages. That might be one of the reasons they're not really moving the way that I would like. And get some of that. We'll just push in a little bit more in a few different places. We do have an airdrop being executed relatively soon, which will drop right over here. Now, there might be someone sitting there, but we're going to find out, I suppose, one way or to other. Green, you're in position, but you're not really doing much. Could you maybe just, like, rush that? I realize it's going to extend your front a little bit. Boom! Easy landing. Easy landing. So you just sit here for now. That's going to be fine. Lovely. We'll start doing some aircraft stuff. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to help us with South America as well. So still some naval landings being threatened, although we've been able to hold that off for now. So that's good. We're fabricating a claim over here, or justifying a war, I should say. Good. Push back. Good push going over there. These guys might have some supply issues. Well, we're having plenty of supply issues as well. But that's okay. Are you guys all assisting? No, you're not. Of course you're not. You are, and you are. We may not be able to actually win that. Oh, but maybe we do. Still, there's no victory points there. We are holding that. And if we go and find Argentina again, they're so close to capitulating. 95%. They do have an explicit victory point over here. And we're quite spread thin over there. But I don't think we actually need to finish that up. Oh, they're going to push us back over there. Maybe. We're doing this. And what I'll probably do at that point is just add this group back to green. I don't know. We could do some air paratrooper drops. There might not be anyone sitting in Cordoba. And with that in mind, let me move the well, actually, the transports should be able to reach from there to there. There's not a closer airport, is there? Oh, there's an airfield here. I don't know if we'll be able to do an airdrop from that far. Alright, what you're going to do, you're going to strategically redeploy to over here as quickly as you can. Cheers, thank you. What is this front? Army 8. Is this Army 8? It is, yeah. So I'm going to delete your orders. There we go. But your movement still applies, which is great. And then green group, you are going to get that stretched out. Army 5, and you're going to be pushing forward in some fashion, which is going to be cool and groovy. So my horse is trying to ninja there. A red squad having a hell of a time deploying. Who is this? No, yeah, you idiots. I don't know why you're setting up your front there. I guess because it was probably a one province wide thing. Okay, teal group, you're going to be re-added to red. But I need you to finish that move. take the rest of that territory and just wrap that up. It's going to be fine. Okay, you're doing that. We're justifying over there. God, this Argentinian war took a lot longer than expected. But in the end, we're all right. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. That's going to be okay. All right, you're going to be doing an airdrop from here onto Cordoba. Boom, done. And that's a capitulate, right? Wonderful. Fighter focus is done. I guess we need aviation effort next, and we will do that. Heck, we want the experience points if nothing else. It's going to be quite nice. Still a little bit of land to clean up down here in the basement. So, what do I want to do with the primary groups, though? Because there's a lot of battle squads here. Right, you're going that way. You're probably going to become one of the primary pushers. And you probably, we want to keep you around, too, for some ninja moves. Although, I don't know. How's our air superiority over the Caribbean Sea? We have no intel whatsoever. Our closest airbase is still ridiculously far away. What if we built up a big airbase right over here? I think that's probably a good idea. They build very quickly. I don't know if we need to go up all the way to 100. Let's build a couple of levels of airbase. Move you up to the top. You do build ridiculously quickly, which is nice. And we do have a good radar presence over here as well, so that's going to be handy. And then if we can get air superiority over here, it means we can start dropping on some of these places here and clean up these islands finally, since we can't get naval superiority. So that's going to be okay. When is this going to finish? 3rd of June, which is a while. Yep. Now that that's done, let's go and clean up some other things over here. We're going to justify Paraguay again, which I think we've done once before. The Republic of Peru may as well. Okay, you're still democratic. You're not going to flip to the Axis right now, so that's good. Fabricate on you. I don't really care down there. And Ecuador, you may as well go ahead and do that as well. Oh, we don't have the power right now. Okay, that's fine. So, down here, cancel all your orders. Purple. Is this all we need for down here? It might actually be. Get you to do that. Execute that. I'm going to grab some people from red, especially some of the higher XP people. There we go. You guys are also going to get added to the purple group, which is going to be fine. Meanwhile, the rest of red is going to get merged in with the blue group that's going up Central America, and then you can get this general over here, which is going to help. And then green group, you are going to surround Paraguay, and your battle plan will be to take that in some fashion. You probably need a few more numbers, but we'll be able to clear some of those up soon. I mean, we can't start this war quite yet anyway. And then our anti-uprising garrison still needs to be padded out. But we're going to go ahead and get this area. I think, no, that's ours. We started with that, so something like that, just to get rid of some of the unrest. And well, we'll include this area in the garrison. Be nice to take this island over here, actually. Could we just do that now with an air drop? I bet you we could. Transport planes. I'm going to get you... What's the closest airbase is going to be there. Airdrop. You're going to go and airdrop from here to... Oh, none of them are valid because we don't actually have the airplanes there yet. So just go and strategically redeploy to there. Okay. This is all good. This is all good. Lots of things were damaged along the way. Let's go and get some of this repair up and running. We don't really need the military factories right now because we don't really have the resources. Now, occupation policy. So our chief source of steel right now is right over here in the Patagonia region of Chile. There's a little bit more over here. So what I'm wondering about is, how do I set my occupation policy? Manage occupied territory. Chile. So the lower ones, you get less resistance growth, but less resources. I'm going to go harshes. We're not going to get any manpower to that area. And we get more occupation cost, but we're going to get more of the steel. It is going to be important that that area specifically gets some counterinsurgents presence over there. We're going to see how that goes. Now I'm going to keep leaving things as is. I'm going to go there, and oh no, we don't have the reach. I wonder if I build an airfield here, if I'd be able to do that. I think I'm just going to have to ignore that, though. I wonder how you ever get more reach on your transport planes. Tell you what, though. Airfield, again, they build very, very quickly, very cheaply. And I build one. Oh, it's going to build one there. Really, not where I click it. Well, let's see what happens anyway. Rocket artillery upgrade, nice. We haven't finished that, so I can't use the ahead of time boost yet. Assuming I haven't burnt it up. Maybe I did, actually. Maybe I lost it and didn't get to take advantage of it at all. I don't know. We might want to grab that at some point. That is true. It is 42, though. I think the next level of all these things is very good. Let's get the recon first. It's a great bonus to basically all of our unit types, because we use the recon everywhere. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Meanwhile, speaking of air bases, that one's still being built. Okay, nothing's happening yet. We're waiting for these fabrications. So we are sort of kind of at peace for a little while, barring naval invasions. German Reich, yeah, they have pushed the Allies out completely. Denmark is still standing, though. Germany still has a hard time doing that. Probably gets reinforced pretty quickly. Meanwhile, there's a lot of Norwegian forces, and not that many Soviet ones. I don't know how good they are at shipping things over here. What? God damn it! USSR, stop getting invaded and losing. You need to be strong. Can't take on the entire world by myself. Although, we're certainly trying. Let's go and, just going to tell you run down here as quickly as possible. Same thing over here. I'll try to do that, and then just run down this as quickly as possible. I realize that some of these were still just executing a strategic redeployment, so their organization's not going to be great, but I think we're going to be fine. So we'll just keep forcing that, go up to speed 4, just run through there, missing equipment production. Oh, we need motorized! Ooh, oh, probably for some of our companies. Yes, indeed. We're going to get you in the list. Did I not just click? There we go. We're going to get a line of that going on, and I'll move you up to the top, actually. Not that you're going to need very many going forward. What's our shortage, actually? Sorry, where are we? Here. 80 needed. Yeah, just get a couple of factories there at some point working on that. That would be fine and lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to ignore you. People are still repositioning over here. We're still waiting for those airfields to finish. Maybe we can do an airdrop and some cool stuff. We'll see how it goes. You're going up over there. I got a lot of justifications. I can probably wait for Ecuador. It's not like Ecuador is a bottleneck. It's like here should have been justifying a lot more frequently. In fact, okay, we started there. I should start the one on Guatemala. Because, again, very bottlenecky. We need to keep going. Oh, one more. Really? There it is. I got 25. I have 25. There we go. Okay. Keep pushing that up. No meaningful naval invasions going on up here. Good. That push is going well down here. Who? Who dis? Peru. Ah, Peru. Really? That's the one that came in first? I was a little confused there. Okay. Purple then. You know what? I'm going to delete your current orders. Get you to group up on the Peruvian border as quickly as possible. Offensive line, push to Lima. Lots of mountains. We are going to have to get our mountain divisions up here at some point. But I'm going to get them to clean up the basement first. And actually, who's on Paraguay duty? It's green over here. I'm going to get you guys to join this thrust here. No? There it is. So you have slightly too many people, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is just grab 3 over here. Do that. And redo this. Alright, so we're going to wait for the guys to get in position. Do that. Finish off this over here. You are going to, yeah, definitely come in this way. And that. We've actually got too many people over here. But we'll get them to finish. And then what I'll do is I'll probably keep this army as is and just get them to open a more focused flank against Peru. Dangerous naval invasion. Oh, oh, oh. And just assist. Make sure to bop them out of there. Again, they have no ability to get in supplies over here, so it's not something we have to stress that much about guarding. Although here, I think this is the place with the supply. Yeah, it is, actually. So after you're done that, I'm going to get you to move there and guard the actual port. More than anything else. Thanks. Cheers. Okay. We're alright, we're alright, we're alright. I gotta declare in Peru soon, but... So this will just get cleaned up. And then here I'm just going to go and... say right-click over here, but there we go. Go, go, go. Make sure to finish that off. And these guys should be totally attrition and cut off and everything, and no problems. Naval invasion. Okay, as far as we know, we're okay. Did I lose the fucking... No, there we go. There it is. Sorry. My bad. 15th of May. Alright, lots of time. Still getting our troops in position. Actually, they're kind of position-y at this point. Not all there. And they don't have their battle plan done yet, but we do have to start this sooner rather than later, so that we can just keep moving our armies as quickly as possible, since we are declaring more stuff. Let's go. They may not be able to go in as is, but they'll get there soon. Go, go, go. Finish this up. And over here, yeah, I'm going to go and cancel these. Anything we do end up with, which isn't much, we're going to try to send towards those MPs to fill in these areas over here. But reinforcements are still going to be the top priority. Alright, so now that that's done, you guys have no orders. Halt, that's good. I'm going to get you, I'm going to relabel you to be red. More offensively minded. You're going to group up over here. And you're going to push that way. And just go whenever you get there. It's going to be fine. Meanwhile, paratrooper down here. Right, we're still waiting. Oh, we got to... Okay, so if I take my transport planes, where the frick they are. God, I still think this mechanic is dumb. Move you over there. And I'll start doing a strategic redeployment down here. Mostly I'm just waiting for the planes to get in position. Nope. Just gotta wait for that to turn blue there. So, no, I still can't do it. Okay, never mind then. So... Yeller. Yeah, stop everything. And here, we're just going to go and trash the transport planes. Over here? Maybe. Oh, over here, actually. Transport planes. I'm going to be there instead. So you are going to strategically redeploy to over here. And we'll see if we can't drop on Lima from here. And accelerate that a wee bit. And you are, yeah, you're strategically redeploying. Going nice and fast. Excellent. And should that fail, well, we're not going to land on Asuncion over here. Ascension, I think. Anyway, we're not going to land there, because obviously it'll be defended, because it's on the freaking border. How's our, any chance we've got tanks actually being produced? No, not yet. I mean, I could move it up the chain. And it competes with infantry equipment, whatever. It would be nice to get a tank division. Maybe two. But that's pretty much it. Just a tiny little bit of punching power, because we're actually going to be fighting mostly on relatively narrow fronts here, so we really don't need a whole lot going on. Alright, you're going to go from here. Wait, did I not move the planes? You were supposed to. There you go. Get over there. From here, you can't quite reach there. But you can do that, which is a start. So So see if you can land there and then move directly into Lima. You can't because it's guarded. But we can use this as a bit of a way to maybe get some cutoffs going on. Looks like it's just going to get this unit killed, actually. Oh, well. Support weapons. Good. This just gives us more heart attack and piercing. We're not really fighting tanks yet. It is just a free bonus, so we're going to grab it at some point, but I don't think we need to prioritize it. I don't think we need to get the higher level paratroopers quite yet. The better infantry wouldn't be a bad idea. We haven't actually put our field hospitals into play yet. We will want to. What about artillery-wise? Yeah, there we go. We want our artillery 3. Yeah, this guy's going to be kind of dead. Oh, well. Otherwise, it should mostly be a stomp. But yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Aviation effort. Intervention in Benelux doesn't really affect us very much. I think we're going to grab the naval effort. Because at some point it'd be nice to get some better submarine tech. Because right now we're mostly just getting obliterated submarinely. And speaking of, though, these are all still sub 1s. We actually might want to kill that production line. Just to free up some supply stuff. I'm going to go and put them back to raid Cape Verde here. Most likely they'll just get obliterated, but we'll see. I will go and kill the production line of that. Well, we're not using any steel. And oil we've got plenty of. You know what? Keep building these. Still just class 1 submarines. That's okay. We're getting some naval experience, which is nice. And at some point, well, we'll make the jump from class 1 to class 3 or maybe even class 4 for our production. Poor paratrooper. I'm terribly sorry, buddy. I thought we might be able to do something cool, but it was not to be. Paraguay. Ridiculously large army over here. Free dockyards. Oh, that's kind of funny that it just happened there. I'm going to get some extra convoys because that's going to become a little bit more relevant as we go forward, so that's going to be okay. No template for the heavy tank 2. Yeah, we're producing them, but not really. We actually don't have any factories assigned to it yet. And we are advancing. You know, you could really do something a lot more useful. Oh, you're on a retreat order. Oh, that's kind of shitty. I didn't realize I was doing that. Is that going to kill you? Something weird? You can't retreat into enemy territory. Why does it let me do that? Yeah, there's our submarines being sunk again. Okay. So we know they're patrolling that area too much. I'm just going to tell you to hold and park here. We'll send you somewhere else. Still be nice to do some convoy raiding. But the British Army are too good at defending, or Navy, too good at defending the convoys. Again, these are sub 1s, so they're not that great. Paraguayan sovereignty, yes. And it looks like we should be able to resolve Peru very, very quickly. Paraguay is flat, so we'll probably just send the purple group over there to do that. We'll just grab all the purple guys and add them to teal, except for like 3 we'll leave behind or something like that. Nicaragua, nice. Signal Company 2, very good. Field hospitals. Oh, right. Let me get the field hospitals deployed. I mean, we probably don't have the stuff for it, but that's going to be okay for now. I'm wondering... Well, let's just do this. Just the field hospital. We'll get to the other one soon. MPs, no. Motorized, no. This armor doesn't really matter. So no field hospital on the assault. These are better at fighting, but they won't be able to maintain their manpower the same way, which is a little bit unfortunate. The Mountaineers, it's probably a fine idea to get that going on. Actually, the Mountaineers are mostly used aggressively, so I will also give them a signal company to help them stack and reinforce a little bit better. Yeah, just make the run to Lima. If we can take Lima, that'll be it. GG. Might be able to get a bit of a cutoff here. It's not as relevant. Yeah, okay, that turned out to be just fine. You're going to defend there. And then... how's that still a retreat? You were out of the battle. It seems very, very questionable. Should not have been a retreat. I'm worried that we're going to end up with some sort of weird overrun. Clearly something I'm misreading about the situation, but since I'm misreading it, I don't know what that is. Okay, so you guys aren't attacking, so you can do that. You're not doing any sort of weird retreat or anything. Ooh, that attack is kind of shitty, but part of it is to keep these guys busy so that I can sneak in over here into Lima. without any real countering going on, which seems like it'll be the case. I don't see any other victory points. They might capitulate soon after Lima goes down. Okay, there, we still have the ahead of time reduction. Great, I want to go ahead and do that, please. Wonderful. And we need to make sure to switch over our production lines, our already hampered production lines, to equipment 3, which needs... Is it the same amount of steel or more? It is actually more steel, but it is better. So we may as well do that. This line's producing like nothing. Nothing, and it's tying up so many factories, but what else are we going to do with the factories? Do the aircrafts need steel? They don't, actually. Alright, let me trim this back a little. Okay, so now we're at free factories. This needs steel, and it's using it, which is fine. Rocket artillery needs some steel, but not that much. I mean, it needs some, but it's not losing all of its efficiency over here. Okay, I'm going to cancel this third infantry equipment line. We do need a lot of infantry equipment, but it's not really building it. So we're going to do that and just add more to our artillery production. And maybe what we'll do is we'll actually consider... Oh, there we go. Good, thank you. So we have no other wars available at this time. Group over here, I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3 of you, so you're not selected. The rest of you are all going to join the Teal Assault. And then what's left over here, I'm going to get you to join Red. Red is going to be issued over here. I'm told to just swarm across that way. That's going to be fine. I think Paraguay goes next. All right, let's see here. Still need these MPs. Okay, they've got their equipment, which is nice. Because we need more just bulk MP units to deal probably with resistance. Yeah, Chile's going to have a lot of resistance. In fact, what I'll probably end up doing is my... Oh, fuck. What the hell's going on up here? Thought there was supposed to be another degree of warning for after they've landed. I don't know. Anyway, I guess Red Squad, your first job actually will be to go and crush this shit, which should be fine. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I don't know. Ireland, hey. Oh, oh, what the fuck over here? God damn it. How are you not dead? Oh, yeah, of taking some of the cavalry as is and getting them to focus on Chile. In fact, maybe the current Teal group. You're going to be completely set up to do garrisoning, I don't know if that area matters, in Chile because of my harsh policy. They're the ones that need the most babysitting. Okay, that'll cover that. I don't know if we actually need 10, but we'll do that to start off with, and then my new cavalry units will go back towards just dealing with any other hotspots that might come up. The cavalry is not meant to actually guard. It's important to remember that. Oh, there you go. Okay, good. So you can't actually hold that, which is nice to see. I was worried. And in fact, they might have been able to dump more and more troops over here and really gain a proper toehold, but it's not to be. So over here was going to be what? In June. Oh, June 3rd. Excellent, excellent. So Red Group, we don't need to do that. You can, I'm going to get you to halt. I'm going to get you to strategically redeploy to here so that you can get up here ASAP. Because, yeah, that's being resolved correctly for Honduras, Nicaragua. Okay. Yes, very soon. We're not going to let those expire again. Otherwise, these guys in Paraguay, that's Teal Group, right? Yeah, and we're going to tell you your offensive line is, I don't know, to take that. I don't really care what angle you attack from. Here, I'll halt you so you can figure out your correct positioning once more. Probably I'll just end up doing a right click. Alright, so we've got until August, which is good, but the strategic redeployment should go relatively quickly. Too bad I don't have the paratroopers. We might have been able to do some cool stuff there after all. And you guys are coming in over here. We still need someone actually to go and deal with that, which some of these guys... I'm going to go and do this again. Actually, I'm going to tell you to strategically redeploy here. And I'm going to break you off. That's going to be much better. Yeah. Tell you to do this, that, execute when you get there. And at least, yeah, they're still strategically redeploying down there. Starting to cause some trouble with Guatemala. Red guys are almost to the front. As soon as some of them get positioned, I will go ahead and declare the war. We don't need our full 17 squad here. In fact, I should probably free some up to do something else. In fact, if there's any reds still a little bit closer to here, but there aren't. I was going to get them to join the Paraguayan front since I did trim a few people off there. Okay, you're there. You are probably reorganizing relatively well. So, pause, go, declare war. Give her hell. They join the Allies. They attack me. I guess I only have one dude there, and he may not even be at full organization. But I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to punch through these guys okay. The defense is fine. The attack is fine. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit of weirdness there, mostly because of organization and waiting for reinforcements to kick in, but that's all right. Over here, our troops are not positioned the way that I would like them to be. Yeah, we need a little bit more. Again, I really want to thin these guys out a bit. Now here, they were trying a lot of invasions over here, but it's been a long time since they've done that. And there's no actual shipyard here, or naval base, so I'm not as concerned. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and bring you over to help out over there. That's going to be fine, so that's pushing there okay. Resistance to occupation is happening there, which isn't really a surprise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple of these guys, bop them over. We're going to get, yeah, actually, gold is a good color. We're going to get you to garrison this area over here. I'm just going to tell you, halt your movement, and then you'll go back over that way instead. That's going to be okay. Ooh, and there as well. Halt your movement. Recalculate. All right, good. Good, 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 good. Check the resistance map mode. Okay. I mean, we're going to have to get some over there as well. Can't deploy them yet because they are... Oh, you don't have a location set. There we go. So it'd be handy. So you go there. Is it showing, like, former capitals? Or victory points? Yeah, I guess they're big victory point places. There we go. And we'll revisit the resistance map mode a little bit later. Available war goal is against Honduras, but we've got some time to do it, and we're just waiting until we can reach them. And we will do that. Naval invasion's continuing over here. We do have an extra dude coming around. Actually, what I'm going to do with you is actually tell you to strategically redeploy to here a little bit faster. Not all the way up, just in case someone lands on me. Next level recon company is going to be a nice boost to our guys. We probably want the next level signal company as well as the engineers. Let's go ahead and get all these, because we do use... The engineers are actually everywhere, so it makes more sense to have more of that. That's the same basic notice. When does this finish? 22nd of September, so we've got a little while before that happens. Purple over here, you guys are making that move. What I'm going to do right now is just right-click you so that this happens with a little bit more gusto, because I think that's going to be sufficient. Nicaragua has capitulated. Great news indeed. So, Red Squad, you are now going to halt your movement. You're going to line up on this border. Your offensive line will be, I don't know, just push through to the other side, I guess. Something like that. Give you a moment to get reorganized, and then we declare war on Honduras. Meanwhile, Guatemala, we're justifying. Great. That's UK territory. Mexican opposition. Democratic. They would join the Allies, and that would allow American troops to stream through here with great gusto. I don't want to go and... Well, I guess I could start fabricating now. That would be okay. But... Yeah, worst case scenario, I let it lapse and we, spent 25 points for nothing. It doesn't matter what I start my justification for. It'll make a bit of a difference in the peace deal, but it hardly matters right now. I'm actually anxious to see the new peace deal screen here in 1.2. Oh, I gotta put a cut in here, which has been changed and inspired by some modders, actually, which is nice to see. Love that. All right, thank you very much for watching another episode, folks, and I will see you guys next time.